What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Haven't posted a video in a long time. Been just doing random things here and there. One thing we'll start on is that brand new 2022 Atlas Cross Sport. Tourmaline Blue. Beautiful blue metallic. Steps you can go through is literally just going through, polishing, ceramic application, wax, all that good stuff like that. Basically getting the car perfect. Because as it comes from the factory, paint isn't 100% perfect, and I just want to make it better. So already steps I've done already is already clay barred the car, or excuse me, wash it already, of course, and with washing used clean slate from chemical guys as well. Get off any kind of waxes, sealants, anything that the dealer or the factory may have applied, or any other kind of dirt and everything on it. Just finish up the full clay process on it. Wasn't terrible, but there were still some contaminants you could feel in the paint. Now it's buttery smooth. So next step is actually just going ahead and applying some P4 from chemical guys on a white pad, on a white pad, because there are some little bitty kind of minor scratches here and there, which probably just from the shipping of the vehicle, the dealer washing it with whatever they utilize. So after the polishing's done, see how it looks. Should be good to go from there, and then go in and apply some ceramic to it and have it protected. Alright, so like I said before, only step really to do is I'm just going to do a simple, like I say, one step polish on it. Using the P4 from chemical guys. We used it before, works very well, very easy to use. Dual orbital, white pad, 6 dots on it. Set up. And then what I also have is their pad conditioner, which is a little bit of moisture. The pad keeps everything, kind of safe, from heating up too much. What I'm gonna do is a couple of dots around, spread across the surface. I'm gonna utilize pretty much the first part of the hood here. So I'm on speed 1 for now to spread the product. Product spread around, turn the speed up to 5 out of 6. You can go full on 6, but I got kind of like 5, a little more manageable. So. It's a pretty quick process. It doesn't take too long to do. It actually comes out pretty well. So you take a clean microfiber, rub it down. Just like that, so much better. I mean, let's start to tell anything different. I mean, a little bit. There were a couple of scratches kind of right up in here. Nothing. I said nothing extreme major, but I mean, from any angle you look at it, you know, those scratches are gone. Versus like over here, there's one right in there. You can kind of see it. It's not extremely easy to see. Probably the best angle right there. You see that line. Kind of similar what we had on the other side. They said more than likely it's just from the delivery. Being that these to ship with like a cover, like a whatever cloth cover, whatever you want to call it, over it. And there's all kinds of protective tapes and films on it. It's a thing. It just happens. I think a lot of people understand that. We all grasp that concept. But as you see, super quick, super easy to do. It's not complicated. Honestly, I think anybody can do this. But gonna finish that hood and then do the rest of the car. So just finished this front section here, and as you know before, there was a scratch, very minor scratch right up in here, and honestly, it's gone. No matter what angle you look at it, it's gone. I mean, everything. I mean, this just shows it just two passes each direction and crosshatch pattern, if you will. With that, I mean, so it works well. It works really, really well. Again, super easy to use. Nothing complicated on it. So finish up the car up. Show you guys kind of a couple steps here and there around certain things too. Shouldn't be too long. Should be pretty quick. I mean, yeah, it's a big body to go over, but it's not like it needs paint correction. It just needs a little bit of that last bit, a little bit of cherry on top, if you will, just to get everything perfectly done and prepped, ready for the ceramic coating that we put on it later. So stay tuned. All right, guys. So one thing I want to make note is, first off, hood's done, both front fenders done, that side doors, the passenger side door is on. Just finished up actually polishing out the driver's side door. One thing to make note is that when you polish it and you finish the polish, it's gonna be a slight haze to it, normal. The back side, which is not done yet, coming over this side, and you see how much of a different, how much of a haze there is compared to that side. So I mean, you can kind of see the line there. It's normal. And you can compare it here too, even better. Well, based on with the instructions that are on it for use, use like speed 1 or 2, what have you, to spread the product, the initial spread. After that, bump it up to about 5 or 6, depending. I use 5. This gives it a more room to work with. It may take a little bit longer, but does give you more time to work with the product as you're applying it. And then at the end, it says just go back over it, back down to speed 1 over it one more time. It's not hard. It's not hard to use. It's just it can be time consuming, but I mean the results kind of speak for themselves. I mean, you guys see that difference, you know. I mean, and being this on a new car, it's not going to be an extremely noticeable difference as far as in the clarity or, you know, the shine of it or anything like that. But you know, based on new paint, it's not going to be a huge difference, but it'll be enough to make it kind of like that. Gonna have that perfection, you know. So make it that much. It'll just make it that much nicer. And then of course when you're going to apply ceramic, it's always best to make sure your paint is as perfect as you can get it. That's why I say this highlight. That's why I said on this one, the only thing that was necessary needed was literally just a one-step polish on it. Being that the paint, yes, it is still brand new. It's not necessary to go through a full full compound. Cause you're going through the compound, it's going to require a polish after that anyways. But the paint's not bad, where it requires a compound. So the haze is all taken off and it's still a beautiful, mirror shine out of it. A couple of spots you can see. Yeah, mirror shine. Beautiful finish. Yeah, wonderful. Gorgeous color though. So I'm gonna keep on going. I said not much left to just the back half of the car, of the vehicle left, and then the roof, which ain't that bad because you can see it very well. Panoramic sunroof, so it's less area to work on. But it's still one of the most important areas besides the hood, to make sure it's right before any kind of coating. So keep going. There, guys. Polishing is finally done. A lot of work, but I mean, it's such a large size of vehicle it is, but end of the day, it's worth it. Makes it look that much better. Tomorrow, go ahead and apply the ceramic coating and get it processed. After ceramic coating's done, wait a few more hours, and then go ahead and put some wax or some glaze up on it. Make it look that much deeper of a shine out of it, and then head up to the interior. So yeah, see you tomorrow. It's going like so. Day 2. Now, car, as you know, is in polish, been washed and clayed and everything. Outside, not a whole lot of room inside the garage here, but it is shady out there. It's a nice day. It's nice right now. It's not too hot, not too humid. So we're gonna go and apply the ceramic to the car. Very simple process. We have is the HydroCharge from company guys. Really easy to use in the spray. A little foam microfiber applicator. Super simple. On crosshatch pattern. Back and forth one way, then across the other way a couple times. Says let it sit 1 to 2 minutes. I'm about 1 minute 20, minute 30 on it. Kind of gives it just enough time to bond. There's enough time to bond the surface and dry enough and wipe off the excess residue. So we get the whole car done with that. That's done. Let's sit for about 3 hours or so, 3 to 4 hours depending. Before we put anything like any kind of other waxes or sealants or other glazes or anything on top of that. Just added more layers of protection to it, but also keep the hydrophobic properties of the ceramic. So we'll get that going and keep you updated. Alright guys, so one thing I want to make note is that when you're applying the ceramic, you'll notice it actually has a slight little haze to it. Absolutely normal. It'll start to kind of, like I said, embed itself into the paints, adhering itself to it. One thing to be aware of is that when done with these pads, you kind of want to wash them pretty quickly, because the ceramic dries into the fibers. It ruins it. But like I said, it doesn't take long. It's about a minute, a minute and a half, about a minute, 1 or 2 minutes on it. Once you're done with that, you can literally just wipe right off. So I'm setting my timer here. So I use simple, like a simple low pile rag, nothing too outrageous. So when you're done, as you can see the haze, the difference. the towel. Just I like to go across one step, one wipe, to get the majority of stuff off first, and then I'll go back around the other side and buff it out. As you see, it's super easy still. It brings a little more of a nice, like a little more of a shine out of it. So, say the hood, like a lot of flat surfaces, probably more time consuming ones to do. Just because you want to make sure they have the good layer of protection on them, because those are the spots that, you know, or have the direct UV contact, the most amount of you know, contaminants, say, it gets on from like the rain and just sitting outside or whatnot. So we'll get it finished up and we'll keep you all updated. All right, guys, so ceramic is done. Whole bodies, every body panel is ceramic, even the glass, the windows, back windows, side windows, all the stuff. With the hydrocharge, you actually can utilize it on glass. Use it on, of course, on the headlights and taillights too. The only thing not to put it on is like interior fabrics or leather or whatnot. It can mess them up. Otherwise, I mean, pretty much hydrocharge on pretty much every single part of that car. So the next step I have now, since the body's done, is now I'm going to actually utilize their hydro spin for the wheels. Same process, really same process as the hydrocharge coating is utilizing on the microfiber pads that I have, foam applicator pads for it on the wheels. Apply it on, let it sit for a minute, two, and then wipe it off. After that, then it'll be onto the interior, and then once that close to being completely done. All right, guys. So since the corset bodies and everything is done, the windows are done, all the dash and everything, surface like that are all cleaned off. So what we're gonna do now is actually how to apply the hydro thread. Basically, a ceramic coating that goes on any kind of fabric surfaces. So like carpets, if you have like cloth seats, like other rear carpets, stuff like that. Just don't use it on leather; it gets still messed it up, just like the other stuff could. So it's very simple to do. Just clean, and then later just a couple sprays throughout everything. After sprayed, you need to get yourself like a nice interior, like some sort of brush. I got a nice boar's hair brush here. All you're gonna do is start up and just start breaking it back. What this is actually doing is actually distributing the product throughout the carpet. So it makes sure you get every little kind of nook and cranny, if you will, through all the fibers. Very simple. Let it sit for about 20 minutes or so, fully dry, and then you can put everything back in it. All right, guys. So as we've already discussed, so you know, we've got this ceramic done for the carpets and everything. They're finishing up. They should be finished up dry by now. So what we're doing is already done the front seat, right side rear passenger in the middle. Do this side and drive through that. But we're gonna utilize the leather conditioner. We've already utilized the leather cleaner. Spray it onto a rag, wipe down real good. So all we do is shake it up real well. I have these small foam applicator pads that I like to utilize. But there we go. What we have actually on the back of them, it kind of goes on your finger. So what I do is I kind of dab it here and there, and I rub it across the surface of everything. Nice and coated. You can see, definitely see the difference between the mattes missing the shine on it. So what I do that, I'll let it sit. So while I'm letting it sit, you know, I'll do a little bit more. So the top part of the seat, a couple dabs here, and a little bit more, much there. no big deal. So on the pad, and then right on the seat, puts it there, right across it, go under the seat belt. There we go. What I'll do also is pop up the headrest, get underneath the headrest and let it there. The headrest itself, that one last light coat. Now that's done. Let it sit. I've already let it sit for a few minutes. So the bottom's already been sitting for about a minute. So that I'm gonna take a regular clean towel, wipe it up, wipe it down. This way it allows the stuff on there to already penetrating into the leather. You can still see a semi shine to it, but it won't be super greasy. That most leather conditioners can cause. I'm not a huge fan of the shine of a lot of it. Really don't care for a lot of shine. I just want I'd like to have the protection. So, getting the cracks, wipe it all down, and then bucket will work it later. But then that one's done. So super simple, super easy. Keeps the seats looking nice, even since they're so brand new. You don't want to sat in them. Keep them looking as nice as possible. One thing to make sure you do is this area inside your cup holder. I don't necessarily put cleaner in there. I just be sure to wipe it down real good. The rag that I have here, so a little bit of the leather stuff on it, so a little bit of the conditioner ain't gonna hurt. So keep going. What's going on, everybody? So last step we got to do, since everything else is done, interior's done. Wheels had their coating on them. The ceramic is applied, buffed off. This car sat for about 3.5 hours by now. So last step we're gonna do is gonna add the cherry wet wax from Chemical Guys. Very good stuff. Say carnauba wax. Smells amazing. Super easy to apply. I'm going to utilize, of course, the dual action again. Low speed, black pad. Super simple. Buff a thin layer on. Kind of haze, let it haze, kind of haze it up a bit, and then it'll buff off. So basically, do the whole car. Let the car sit for 15-20 minutes or so while the hail will haze over, and then take a couple clean towels, a couple clean the wax type towels I have, and so I just buff them off. So gonna get started. All right, guys. So real quick, since we're throwing some tire shines on my Chemical Guys tire kicker, some may have some questions about how to apply it. Very easy to do. Just need to get a little applicator pad. This, I mean, got this at AutoZone, a couple bucks, super cheap. Try to do this as I can. I'm gonna take it, spray it on the pad itself. Then I'm gonna take the pad itself and then just wipe it on the tire. Something like that. I like doing a little bit of edging of it, to make sure it gets up, is kind of make sure the tire's nice and coated where I like to be. So I'll go back and forth a little bit, get up in there, just like that. Finish it off, nice, round, look good, and there you go. Look at that, beautiful. One more tire to go. We're ready, good to go. All right, everybody. Car's done. Waxed, everything good. Put some tire shine on it, and we're good to go. Yeah, no, it's not the greatest. look in the world. Not the greatest view on camera, but this thing is bright. This thing is gleaming. Look, I mean, look at that. Beautiful. Wonderful blue, metallic. Get in there. See that nice little metallic looking look going. Ooh. So yeah, that thing looks nice. So, throw some tire shine on it, and we'll be good to go. So